President Rodrigo Duterte wants Congress to extend martial law in Mindanao until December.
I have come to the conclusion that the existing rebellion in Mindanao, which has prompted me to issue Proclamation number 216 on 23rd May 2017, will not be quelled completely by 22nd July 2017, the last day of the 60-day period provided under Section 18, Article 7 of the 1987 Constitution. For this reason, and because public safety requires it, I call upon the Congress to extend until 31st of December 2017, or for such a period of time as the Congress may determine, the proclamation of martial law and the suspension of the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus in the whole of Mindanao.
The extended martial law will still cover the entire Mindanao. Senate President Coco Pimentel said Duterte supposedly verbally requested for just 60 days of extension from lawmakers on Monday night. Pimentel stands by his statement despite presidential spokesman Ernesto Abella's announcement. Abella says it's possible Duterte changed his mind. He also adds the 5-month extension is not necessarily the recommendation of the military, police, or Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana. Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board Chairman Martin Delgra says Grab and Uber should do their business elsewhere if they continue to disobey the agency's orders. This as Grab and Uber continue to allow unaccredited drivers to operate despite the LTFRB's order to take them off the road. LTFRB board member Eileen Nizada says Grab and Uber already earned millions from allowing over 30,000 drivers to operate without permits. Lizada and Delgra say the mess began because of the ride-hailing companies. Delgra says Grab and Uber could have deliberately not instructed their drivers to get permits from the LTFRB. He says the matter will be tackled further in an upcoming technical working group discussion. The Supreme Court on Bank Tuesday approves Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre's request to transfer the prosecution, detention, and trial of all Maute Group-related cases from Cagayan de Oro City to Taguig City. SC spokesman Ted Te says the SC will enable the Justice Department to, quote, speedily act on all prosecutions and incidents arising from the violent incidents in Marawi City involving the Maute Group. It was Aguirre's second request to the SC. The High Court previously turned him down and designated Cagayan de Oro instead of Aguirre's preference to assign a court in Luzon or in the Visayas. Those held in detention for alleged rebellion will now be transferred to Camp Bagong Diwa in Taguig. Suspects are currently detained at the military's Camp Evangelista in Cagayan de Oro. Aguirre earlier said the Justice Department will train at least 30 prosecutors for the expected marathon trial of Maute Group members. 3 Supreme Court justices inhibit themselves from hearing the petition of Ilocos Norte Governor Imee Marcos and 6 local officials seeking to stop the House probe into the alleged misuse of 66.45 million pesos in provincial tobacco funds. SC spokesman Ted Te says Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno, Associate Justice Diosdado Peralta, and Associate Justice Andres Reyes Jr. have been inhibited from the case. The case was initially raffled off to Peralta, but given his inhibition, the deliberations have been reset for July 25. Sereno and Reyes previously issued a joint statement urging the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability to recall the show cause order it issued against 3 Court of Appeals justices from the Special 4th Division. The CA previously issued a ruling ordering the House panel to provisionally release the 6 Ilocos Norte officials who were detained for giving dismissive answers during a hearing. But the House refused to acknowledge the court order, saying the CA has no jurisdiction over the powers of Congress to cite in contempt uncooperative resource persons. The White House on Monday accuses the Democrats of collusion with Ukraine during the 2016 election. White House spokesman Sean Spicer repeats reports that a Democratic operative met with Ukrainian embassy officials during the campaign. Spicer refers to several recent reports by conservative media outlets, alleging the Democratic operative sought dirt on then-Trump campaign director Paul Manafort. The allegations first came to light in a Politico story in January. Spicer says the collusion took place to achieve a goal of having someone removed, which ultimately did happen. Manafort left his post in August 2016 as Trump's general election prospects looked dim and details of his own business dealings with pro-Russia leaders in Ukraine emerged. Spicer's comments come as the White House reels from Donald Trump Jr.'s confession that he and two other Trump senior aides knowingly met Russia-connected operatives to get dirt on rival presidential candidate Hillary Clinton.